Aloha everybody, Donovan Morgan here. Another beautiful sunny day, a little bit cooler. Again, as I normally like to do, I like to share a little bit of, some things that I've experienced that may potentially help someone think things through, make life better, make work better. It's all good. And so, experience that I had, a couple days ago, we all think of, or sometimes we don't even think before we do. We just do, and then when we get to the end result, if it's not what we think it should be, then we go back and say, well, shit, what could I have done? So here at work, we call it lessons learned. Um, there's many different variations of what people call lessons learned. It's basically what could you have done better. And so, had a epiphany, kind of came to me as we were having a discussion, kind of what we're consistent on. I work in a project group, and we had some significant, I guess if you call them outright what they were failures. But they're consistent. We're not the first ones. It's consistent being that in the project world that I work in, the lessons learned that we have are kind of across the board project-wise. So other projects have had similar learnings, but it seems like all they do is repeat, right? They make it a priority at the beginning, and for whatever reason, whatever excuse, they tell themselves up to the point where they get to the end and they do a look back. And they say, shit, this was important when we started, but at the end, it's not really that important. And so at the end, it's just an excuse that it's not important because it's going to take more time and money, which equals schedule and budget. So let's put this into a personal perspective, because I think that's where the benefit really came to me, is what are we good at? If you were to look at your life and looked at things that you wanted to achieve and maybe did not achieve, what if you did something similar to a lessons learned, what would that look like? What if you answered yourself truthfully? What would the answers be? What would those lessons learned be? For me, personally, it's if I did a look back at things that I've, in the past and recently tried to do and have not been able to accomplish, it's because I wasn't good at it. I thought I could do it. Rather than figuring out a way to be able to potentially delegate it out, not so much to look at it as being lazy to do it, it's that maybe somebody is better at getting it done more proficiently, getting it done correctly, not having to repeat it, and allowing you to focus on what you are really good at, whatever that is. You may be good at planning and doing certain things. So if you were to look, I guess going back, if you were to really look at what you're good at, what lessons learned you have in life, and what you could have maybe asked for help on, or maybe hired somebody to do, or maybe trade services even. Maybe you're good at something that somebody else isn't, but they may need your help and vice versa. Just are there other ways that you could have, or other things that you could have done to be able to achieve whatever it is that you were working towards, right? Could be a relationship, could be a project, could be life, just goals, right? Look at some of the goals. Well, look at what you want. First, figure out what you want, or what you've wanted in the past and you weren't able to achieve. Of course, there's always somebody driving around making noise when I'm shooting a video, right? Yeah, so look at what you want, what you haven't been able to achieve, and answer truthfully to yourself, why haven't you achieved it? Chances are that you took on maybe too much, that maybe you should have delegated, or had some assistance along the way that would have probably helped you get there sooner, or helped you succeed in whatever that thing is that you wanted to do. All right, so it's being consistent, knowing what you're strong at, what you're good at, focusing on that thing or things, and then being able to understand what you would need to do to kind of maybe farm out your work, farm out some of the things that maybe somebody else is better at, and just figure out how to do it. Personally, I think if we did that, we'd be a lot more successful in the things that we did, and we achieve goals. We not only achieve goals, we'd be able to achieve goals a lot sooner and be able to impact our lives and others a lot sooner, which is a positive thing, right? There's another truck driving around, just like city and county, 5 people, 1 job. Okay, shoots gangy. Till the next video, catch you Bombay. Aloha.